You know those afternoons where everything just feels a little too much and you just wish you could hit a pause button? Well, what if you could? In this explainer, we're going to show you how to turn one of those simple moments into something genuinely beautiful and peaceful. And the best part? We'll be using stuff you probably already have lying around the house. So that brings up a really good question. How do you even begin to create a sanctuary at home? And I'm not talking about some massive renovation project. No way. As you're about to see, it's actually the small, deliberate things you do that can make all the difference in the world. All right, let's dive in. We're going to craft our own little calm oasis, and we'll do it by combining two really mindful, simple activities. First, we're going to brew a wonderfully soothing, aromatic drink. And second, we'll arrange a few flowers in a really clever way. It's all about creating a full experience for all your senses. Okay, first things first, let's focus on that inner calm. I mean, think about it. There's just something so comforting about a warm cup of, well, anything, right? It kind of forces you to take a breath and slow down for a second. So, step one in our little recipe for a perfect afternoon is all about creating that sense of peace from the inside out. And would you look at how simple this is? Seriously, you don't need a whole pantry packed with fancy ingredients. All you're going to need is three things: some dried chamomile flowers, a little bit of culinary grade lavender, and hot water. That's literally it. So accessible, totally natural, and trust me, it works wonders. And making it is, you guessed it, just as easy. You just toss the flowers together, pour some hot water over them, and just let it all steep for a few minutes. And while that's happening, you'll start to get that incredible calming smell of the lavender and chamomile filling up the room. See? That's the first layer of our little sanctuary, right there. All right, so our tea is steeping, the roux is starting to smell amazing. Now let's turn our attention to the outside world. We're going to create a beautiful little focal point with some flowers. But forget about that weird, crumbly floral foam stuff. No, we're going to look at three super clever DIY hacks using natural materials that'll hold your flowers perfectly in place. First up, we have something called the leaf frog. And this is just brilliant. Okay, so you take a big, broad leaf, roll it up into a tight little tube, and then you just slide a skewer right through it to lock it in place. Make a few of those, nestle them together in a low bowl, and what you've got is this amazing, all-natural and reusable base. It creates this kind of grid that's perfect for holding stems for a really lush, dense arrangement. Okay, but what about those tall flowers with the really heavy heads? You know, the ones that just love to droop over? Well, here's a solution: the crossbar fix. All you do is wedge a little stick across the opening of your vase. Then, and this is the genius part, you carefully make a tiny vertical split in the flower stem. You slip a rubber band through that split, and then you just loop it right around the stick. Bam! Instant support. So clever. And for our last trick, we've got the super elegant tension method. This one's perfect for those wide-mouth vases or bowls where all the stems just kind of flop around. You just take a single bendy branch, curve it, and wedge it inside the container. The tension of that branch pushing against the sides creates a perfect natural anchor. Then you can just tuck your other flower stems right in there. It gives you this really cool, artistic kind of ikebana vibe. So let's do a quick recap here. If you've got a low bowl and you're going for that full, lush look, the leaf frog is your best friend. If you're dealing with those droopy, top-heavy flowers, you're going to want the crossbar fix. And if you're feeling a bit more artistic with a wide vase, the tension method is absolutely perfect. So yeah, 3 different challenges, 3 beautifully simple and natural solutions. Okay, now for the best part. It's time to bring it all together. Your tea is perfectly steeped, it smells amazing. Your flowers are looking gorgeous, and you arranged them yourself with just a little bit of natural cleverness. It's time for your moment of zen. And this is it. This is the moment. Find a comfy spot to sit. Go ahead and take a slow sip of that warm floral tea you made. Now look at the beautiful arrangement you created. You did that with your own 2 hands. And now you just relax. Just breathe it all in. And just think about what you've really done here. This was never just about making a cup of tea or sticking some flowers in a vase. No, by combining these 2 simple things, you've intentionally crafted a whole experience. You've designed a pocket of peace for yourself, completely from scratch. So that really just leaves one final thought. We've kind of given you a blueprint here, a simple recipe for creating calm. But the real question is, what kind of simple beauty are you going to create for yourself?